going to be celebrating some of the finest talent from a year of incredible British television.
I'm honoured to present the Bafta.
The Bafta
Goes to Blue Planet 2.
Peaky Blinders.
Let's find out the deserving winner.
Toby Jones.
Thank you very, very much. I'm deeply honoured.
Molly Windsor.
Ooh, this is crazy.
Shout out to my mum. I love you, mum.
Wow, Bafta, thank you so much.
For a boy from Croydon, this is pretty mad.
It's a privilege to be a reporter.
Absolutely delighted. Thank you very much.
Good night, all.
Well, good evening. I'm Clara Amfo.
And I'm Jordan North.
And we are right here at the South Bank Centre's Royal Festival Hall, getting ready to greet the stars as they walk this very red carpet for 2019's Virgin Media British Academy Television Awards, otherwise known as the Television BAFTAs. And very soon, we're going to be chatting to some of TV's top talent as they head inside to celebrate an incredible year of television.
And what a year it has been, from assassins and coppers to perfectly baked showstoppers. It has been a year where you could feel the power of television, whatever you were watching.
We're going to be here and live for the next hour, giving you a front row seat on our riverfront red carpet.
But before we start chatting to the stars, here's a look inside the nominees party, where our Television and Television Craft Award nominees got to let their hair down and remind us of the Television Craft Award nominees got to let their hair down and remind us of all the moments that have kept us glued to the screens for the past year.
It is the golden age of TV. There is fantastic television everywhere.
TV have influenced my life from the beginning, and what we have been doing with it is so powerful. We're doing better job. We understand it more and more.
Now the 8-year-old me has people to look up to, people that they relate to, they can identify with.
Don't look at me like that. You chose this job. You could have done anything.
I was a teacher. I gave it up, remember?
Why?
Too violent.
TV brought me to Laurel and Hardy, which was a life-changing experience. I used to watch them on Saturday mornings. It set me on the path I went on, really.
It made me realise my passions and the things that I wanted to achieve.
We need television to offer us news, to offer us debate, to offer us opportunities to care.
It changes societal perspectives, fiction and non-fiction, but the medium that we work in is able to do.
It's beautiful, I love it, I hate it, it hurts and it makes me laugh.
What better way to set the scene than with that look back at the shows that kept us clicking one more episode over the last 12 months. Who needs sleep when Villanelle is closing in? Now, as you can see, there's a real buzz on the red carpet and guests are arriving thick and fast. And look who's standing next to me. It is Gareth Malone. Hello, sir.
Hello, good to be here.
And David Benson. Hello.
Hi, nice to be here.
As a head teacher, red carpet events really your thing or not really?
I never expected to be doing anything like this, but you know, the show and the whole reaction to it's been such a boost for the school, and the BAFTAs is great to recognise that today.
Absolutely. Now, you guys have got a big task. You are opening the show today with the Kensington Aldridge Academy Choir. How has the rehearsal been?
It's been good. I have to say, I've done a lot of big performances. This feels quite terrifying, I have to say. It's a big responsibility, and we've been working really hard. I've been up, sleepless nights.
Well, there's a lot of passion going into this project, of course, just because of where it was born from the Grenfell tragedy. How have the kids found that? How have the kids found the process? I don't know, to help them. Have they found it therapeutic?
I couldn't speak for all of them, but I think I think so. I think having a moment where we all came together as a school and sang, and the process of putting on this amazing show that we did back in November was a moment. It marked a moment in time, and today is a celebration of just how far they've come, of how resilient, strong young people can be, and also I think of TV doing some good as well. Like we really did our best to help the school as best we could.
Absolutely. I mean, often in the UK, I think young people are given a bad rap and a bad name for just, wanting to act out and not listening to people in authority. But David, you found that's been the complete opposite with this TV show.
That's what I love about the programme. It's an entirely positive story about teenagers in London. You see they're confident, they're articulate, they're compassionate. And Gareth is right, this whole process has been really healing for the school and the wider community. So it's a great programme, and being here is a great way to top it off.
Well, we cannot wait to watch that performance. Have a great one tonight. Break a leg.
Yeah, thank you.
Up for Best Scripted Comedy tonight, we have the cast of Derry Girls. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. So, yous all look lovely. Yous all scrub up really well.
We do, don't we? Thanks very much, so do you.
Thank you. Talk to us about Derry Girls, because it's second season now, and it's been huge. People are just loving the show so far, aren't they?
Yeah, it's done really well, and we're all really delighted to be part of it. I think we're all really, really proud of it. And I think the second season seemed to do just as good, if not better than the first. So we're all really delighted and happy to be here.
How's the reaction been back home? Do people back in Northern Ireland love the show?
The reaction has been amazing. People have really taken it into their hearts, and I think that that's a real testament to Lisa McGee's writing, and she's done a fantastic job, and we're proud to be here tonight.
Now, Dylan, I can totally relate to your part in Derry Girls, because I also was an Englishman that lived in Northern Ireland for a few years. Yeah, I lived in Omagh from 98 till 2000, so every time I see your character, I find it very relatable.
You can relate, yeah?
Yeah,
Fair play. Did you get a lot of bullying, or was it tough love, like mine?
It was definitely tough love, especially playing football. When we were playing football, the harder tackles were definitely against the English guys. How was it for you when you first started the show?
It was great. I mean, the girls really took me under their wing, and yeah, they made me feel really welcome, and a bit of banter, but it's all good. It's all good though.
He can give it as well.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Can definitely give it.
We've got to ask, have you got anything prepared for tonight in case you win? Do you know what you're going to say?
We're going to streak across the stage, I think has been the agreed, yeah?
Right,
Clothes off and something subtle like that,
You heard that here first. If Derry Girls win, they're going to streak across the stage. Is there any shows that you've watched this year that you think you really want to win? A lot of people are talking about the Bros documentary, also as well, Bodyguard. Is there any shows that you've seen that you want people to win?
Yeah, Killed by My Debt. I want to win. Yeah? In the single drama category, yeah.
Is there anybody that you're destined to meet tonight? Is there anyone that you want to say hi to?
Anybody from this country. I love that show.
Yeah.
Like, it's fantastic.
Daisy May Cooper's up for Best Actress again.
We love her.
We're all big fans of this country then. Okay, before I let you go, Saoirse, we have to ask, can you do a typical Erin face for us into the camera?
My makeup's really good, when I wouldn't be doing that.
Please do it. Please do an Erin face for us.
Right then.
Guys, you all look lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck for the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thomas Reid Wilson, hello.
Hello. What a gloriously clement day for this.
Clement?
Yeah.
Excellent use of the word clement.
Thank you.
You learn something new every day on the Bafta red carpet. Scarlett Muffet, hello.
Hiya, you all right? This is a wonderful day.
It is a glorious
I don't know any words like that.
Well, I'm just so glad to be flanked by you, darling. I really am.
What a sandwich you are in, my friend. What a sandwich.
I'll say. Delicious. And I'm the filling.
You really are a delicious filling. Now, food talk aside, let's talk TV, because that's why we're all here today. Television is fantastic, especially in the UK. What do you think has made 2019 and 2018 actually fantastic years for TV?
I'd say the comedies. I think the comedies have picked up where the drama left off with Kitchen Sink and Domestic Exploration. So they oscillate between the riotously funny and the really poignant with This Country and Mum. I think it's fabulous how they've done that.
Are these the things that you just haven't been able to not stop watching?
Oh, I've watched them all, and twice too.
He's a dedicated TV fan, ladies and gentlemen. Scarlett, you came through via television, and now you have completely become a TV queen. I'm a celebrity. No, but we've taken you into our hearts a lot. Like, how does it feel to sort of be on the other side now? Are you still finding it weird to adjust?
I think it's just such a wonderful world, because TV in general, whether you're behind it or watching it, it's in a way to escape just real life, and it's just so fun, and it's just a way to forget about the worries, really.
Absolutely. Now, you are a Virgin Media must-see moment ambassador.
Yeah.
What would you say makes a must-see moment, and what has been your must-see moment?
I think there's lots of different reasons why TV is powerful, whether it's sort of talking about things where it's real life, of subjects that need talking about, that help people, or something, again, that's just super funny, or gets everyone talking, like Killing Eve. Everybody was talking about Killing Eve. It's amazing. Absolute girl power, that.
I can imagine you being Villanelle at a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Or you, actually. Both of you guys.
Oh, yes, bit of drag, adore that.
I would love to see you dressed up as Jodie Comer.
I nearly came in heels today. Very nearly.
There's still time. There is still time. And what would you say makes a must-see moment?
Oh, gosh, anything that's indelibly seared on the mental retina, and all the ones that we've seen really are. They're wildly eclectic. I mean, they couldn't be more different, and yet they all do that. They're lodged there forever.
Well, there you go. Indelibly sealed on the mental retina. Poetry. Guys, thank you so very much. Enjoy the Bafta.
Thank you, hun.
We learned too many words, didn't we?
I'm just smiling.
Yeah, no, I know the score. It's fine. I saw it was 2-0. Yeah, I know.
Same. Oh, sorry, hon. Sorry.
3, 2, 1. Hold on, it's going to count.
And the crowd goes wild. Caitlin Moran, hello.
Hello, Donna, you all right?
I am great. You got something rather special in hand, have you not?
I am the only person bringing an award to the ceremony, because I'm dropping off the Virgin Media Must See Moment Award. Yeah!
Yeah! Now, you are an official ambassador. Yes. Now, of course, I know you can't have too much of a biased opinion, but they were 6 very, very difficult must-see moments for the public to choose from, right?
Yes. Well, I was watching them all again while they were doing my hair, because it takes quite a long time to back comb hair this gigantic. I said, make it look like 2 dogs stapled to my head, and they have done that.
The higher the hair, the closer to heaven.
Exactly.
You're heavenly.
God, exactly. So I was crying again. I disrupted the eyeliner. The episode of Coronation Street where Gail's talking about the suicide of the character played by Sean Ward. Back into tears all over again. Laughing 20 minutes later for Peter Kay's car share. But they're not even my favourites. I think I edge out now just for tonight, and I'm really hoping and gunning for Doctor Who.
That was a fantastic episode, written by Mallory Blackman, of course.
Yes, exactly. It had noughts and crosses my kids were obsessed by. And that's the episode where we go back and see the moment where Rosa Parks changes history. And again, when we were watching that, we were judging it, because it's quite a heated debate, and we're all sort of, we've all got our favourites and stuff. But we were watching that, and there were things that even we didn't know. We're all sort of grown up, so this is a children's TV show, and we did not know that she had to leave her hometown. She was firebombed out of her house. Like, it took over 50 years before she won the Congressional Medal. And to see the first female doctor we've ever had there at that moment in history, that is what TV does best.
Right on, a social justice Doctor Who. That is what we like. But again, there's 6 contenders, and it really could be anyone's tonight.
Honestly, I voted for all of them, the one after each other, kind of every week. I just like, vote for that one, now vote for this one. But today, that's my favourite.
Caitlin Moran, guys, a true Democrat. Now I have to talk to you about your successes. How to Build a Girl, starring Beanie Feldstein. Incredible.
I know, we're making a movie. I started to understand why less British women, well, just women and British women particularly, make films, because it's a hoo-ha. I wrote the script, and I turned up on the first day of filming, and there are like 30 caravans in a row. There's Emma Thompson, there's catering, and you're just standing there going, oh my God, this is such a fuss. Like, people are making such a fuss over making this movie. But we have beautiful Beanie Feldstein, who people will probably know from Lady Bird and Booksmart, which came out this week. And she is a goddess. She's so clearly going to be incredibly famous. She's not just an actress, she's a thing that you believe in. She's absolutely luminous.
We like a thing.
Yes.
Now, you are somebody that has, you've come from nothing. You've been very proud and very honest about your life growing up, that, your parents didn't really have a lot of money. Yeah. You made up a lot of stories. That fed your imagination, and now, here you are on the Bafta red carpet holding a Bafta. What advice would you give for anybody, in your situation, anyone starting out who just wants to write and tell stories?
Well, at the beginning, you think, oh my God, they're not going to have someone like me, whether you're working class, or you're a woman, or you're of colour, or you're LGBTQ. There aren't people like that there. I should be doing something like the straight white men are doing. And then you realise, no, your strength is that no one's done this stuff before. Mm-hmm. It's the things that people haven't done before, the things that you can show the world that no one else has shown. That is your strength. That's what you walk through the door and go, I'm going to show you something new. I am a new thing, so remember that.
Future TV writers, you are a new thing. Remember that. Finally, what do you think makes the UK such a great TV nation?
The weather. I mean, it's unrepresentatively lovely today, and indeed this statue looks like my face will look in another 30 seconds in this unexpected sunshine. But we're a rainy country. We have to spend our time indoors, and we argue about which is the best medium. Is it cinema? Is it books? Is it music? But it is TV, because that is a box in the corner of everyone's room that you can watch and then unite a nation in just a moment. And that makes it the greatest medium at all. It's the most democratic, it's the most friendly, it unites the generations, and you've got your own toilet facilities on tap whenever you need them.
Wise words. Caitlin Rowan, thank you so very much. And we look forward to seeing who gets that must-see moment.
I'm going to polish it now and get it ready.
Well, look who we've got. It's only the stars of Bake Off. Hi, guys.
Hello, hello.
You just said then you've only just arrived. You're not one to hang about. Why is that?
Because, you can only have so much fun.
And how is it for you to be at the Baftas this year?
Well, that's a really honor and privilege. I never even think about last year this time I would be here, It's amazing, yeah.
Does it still seem a bit surreal that you are on the red carpet as we speak?
Yeah, I just only can see the carpet is red. I just can't even understand anything else.
Go on, Ro, you love it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of, but it's very, very surreal still, like I still walk on the street the same way and then people just say, hi Rahul, I feel like, oh, what? I don't know you. But yeah, but it's good. Overall, it's a really good, positive experience, yeah.
Prue, if you win tonight, have you got a speech prepared?
Absolutely not. And I hope Sandy will make the speech if we win anything. But it would be fun to win.
Yeah. Sandy, what about you? Have you got anything prepared for tonight if you do win, or are you going to Olivia Colman it?
I'm very, very shy, as you can imagine. So I think it's very unlikely I'll be able to form words.
Everybody's talking about how it's been a great year for British television so far. Is there anything that you've watched, any highlights for you this year? Anything that you think that deserves to win a BAFTA?
Do you know what? I hardly watch television.
Really?
This is not the thing to say, but it's true.
So you don't even watch an hour? Are you too busy working, or?
I'll be in trouble again. I'm always saying what I'm not meant to say.
What was the last bit of television you watched? Can you remember, Prue?
Well, this is going to make you laugh. We have only just started watching Game of Thrones. It's Series 1, Episode 1, last weekend. So I'm 7 years out of date.
Lovely to talk to you. No, I'm only joking. It's good. It's well worth it. It is well worth it. It's
a single episode of Game of Thrones, so yeah.
I've never seen it either. I mostly read Prue's novels. That's pretty much how I occupy myself.
So there we are, the cast of Bake Off that have never seen the biggest television show in the world. Good luck tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Just brought her over to top up her tan. Helen Worth, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Bafta Red Carpet, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, because it's looking like it's going to be a very busy night.
Yes, I think so, yes. Coronation Street's up for 2 nominations, Best Moment and Best Continuing Drama, so it's an exciting night.
Well, we need to talk about your character, because, the speech you gave, the monologue, if it was nominated for a must-see moment this year. How does it make you feel as an actor to have your work received so well?
Well, it's not just me. I mean, there's a whole load of people go into making that moment. Jonathan Harvey wrote it, and it was so easy to do. It's such a beautiful speech that I don't think I can take credit for that. And then, I think actually that really special notice should be given to Michelle Brereton, who was the editor on that episode. And the way it was put together with all that lovely montage of all the street actors doing their bit. I think it's down to her, really, that we won.
Well, salute to her. I mean, I'd have to say...
Well, but we got this far anyway. I'm not sure we'll get any further, but it's lovely. Do you know, I have to tell you...
Tell me, Helen.
It's just been lovely to be nominated. It doesn't really matter about the rest, but to be nominated has been so exciting and such fun.
Well, especially around such a sensitive topic. I mean, how have the viewers taken to how you guys approached it? Because it's still quite taboo.
Well, I think, yes, but the street are very good at taking difficult topics and making people talk about them. And that's what they did with the suicide. It was extremely well done, I think.
And on a lighter note, how good does it feel to be with all your colleagues off duty, out of character, and just as you guys having a knees up on a Sunday afternoon?
It's lovely. It's lovely to be here.
Who would you say is the best party partner for an event like this from Coronation Street?
I think they're all pretty cool who are here, yeah.
I reckon it's
I'm
you.
the least.
No, I have a feeling
I should be going home.
I don't know about that.
I'm going home to my husband.
A true romantic. Helen Worth, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Lucian Samati, I say how many times in the week do you get that?
About 105.
Well, I'm happy to make it 106. Congratulations on your nomination for Leading Male.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel to be, noted by your peers for doing great work?
Oh, it's what an honor, what a pleasure, what a privilege. And it's a beautiful day on top of that, and there's so many friends here. It's magical.
Just nice to catch up.
Yes, it's nice to catch up, dress up nice, maybe have a glass or two of champagne and just enjoy a night of glitz and glamour.
Why not on a Sunday? I need to talk to you about Kiri and Toby. How did you get into his mind? How did you become that character?
Well, sometimes they say you don't have to look too far to find the truth, and there are lots of elements within Toby's life experience, within his own personality that I could identify with. So, it was aided by also very brilliant writing and a brilliant cast. It made the journey a little more bearable, shall we say.
Do you find it quite difficult to leave your characters behind when your director says cut, or do your characters stay with you quite a while?
Yeah, it's interesting. Toby goes through quite a few emotional peaks and troughs, and that can take its toll. So yeah, it does take a while. But usually, within about 2-3 hours and maybe a civilized drink or two, I'm back.
Which you can get tonight.
Amen.
Well, look, congratulations on your nomination. Good luck, and maybe we'll see you up there grabbing an award.
Super. Thank you very much.
We are joined by Anthony Welsh. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm very well. You're giving an award out tonight. What award is it?
I am giving a short drama, and I think it's best single drama. I think those are the two that I'm giving out tonight, yeah.
That must be quite nerve-wracking, giving an award.
No, actually it's quite easy because I just have to say my lines and then I'm off. It's like I don't have any expectations. I'm just going to do my thing and then be out. Enjoy the rest of the night.
So you're not going to go on and try and tell any jokes or anything like that?
I'll see what takes me in the moment. I don't know. I'll see.
You were in a really successful show this year, Pure. Tell us a bit about that and the reaction it got.
Yeah, so I did a show called Pure, which is a short nickname for pure OCD, which is a form of OCD which is like intrusive thoughts. And it was amazing. We got to learn a lot about the condition, but we've had so many people come in and tell us about their struggles, and I feel like it's helped a lot of people who found it hard to communicate what it was they were going through, so it was a really good thing to be a part of.
We've asked a lot of people this. Who do you want to win tonight? Is there any shows you've seen this year where you're like, definitely deserves a Bafta, smash that?
I don't have any specifics. I just want the good people that deserve it to get the recognition they deserve. There's a lot of actors here that I love and I've respected for so long. It's just, you want them to get their moment, their shine, so whoever deserves it, I'm always happy.
Anthony, you look so sharp tonight. You look dapper. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate.
Shirley Vallis of Strictly Come Dancing. Nobody could accuse you of being a part-timer. You are putting in the work today. You are nominated for an award and you're giving one out. How does it feel to be at the BAFTAs?
The most exciting thing, I think the BAFTAs is one of the most wonderful award ceremonies. To all the people who've been nominated, it's amazing. And I couldn't be more thrilled that Strictly has been nominated for an award as well, and to be giving out an award. So that's very exciting.
That's thing, you can't lose in theory tonight,
I know. I just think the whole red carpet, everybody coming together, it's a real British deal, isn't it? It's lovely.
It is, and you look incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
Incredible. Now, you've been part of the Strictly family since 2017. Are you still getting used to it?
I think one never quite gets used to it, so I think that you're always trying to find the best way forward and to make sure that you're giving the British public exactly what they're expecting, since they wait all year round for the show. So I'm very excited for the upcoming series, and of course we're going to have a new judge, so I think the whole thing is going to be absolutely spectacular as usual.
We cannot wait to see it. I also need to talk to you about your new project, because you're kind of focusing on kids this time on CBBC. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I went to do that show, and they took children from several schools and brought them all together and gave them different projects, and it was just marvellous to be there with AJ Pritchard. You know, he did the choreography. I was like the headmistress, so to speak. And I think it really enhances their confidence. You know, they all had to do little dances, all sorts of different projects. Yeah, it's going to be quite thrilling. I hope people are going to really enjoy to watch that.
I'm sure they will. I have to ask you finally, what do you think makes the UK such a great TV nation? We're asking everybody today. What do you think it is about us Brits?
I just think Great Britain does everything the best, really, doesn't it? I mean, everything about British TV is amazing. And I just think I just love being in Great Britain. I just love it. I'm excited to move back. Yeah.
Shirley, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And have a beautiful BAFTAs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Julia Davis, welcome to the BAFTA Red Carpet. Hello.
Hello.
You are nominated, have been nominated 8 times for BAFTAs now. Does it still feel like the first time?
Always nerve-wracking, always so happy to be nominated and excited. And yeah, it's, I suppose it does feel the first time, yeah. It just always is very exciting, really.
Do you feel a little bit out of place at these events, or have you managed to sort of ease into the life?
Well, I've always been a bit out of place. I kind of like dressing up, but more if I was at home, I'd wear this around the house. And then coming out, I'd rather be in like a dressing gown and pajamas. I'm not massively a show off, I don't think. So, apart from on screen. So yeah, I can feel a bit out of place.
But that's the great thing. You've had a beautiful career that continues, where you get to explore, your show off side through these characters. We need to talk about Sally forever. And congrats on success on that. How did you, when you were writing it, did you think people were going to take it as well as they had?
The very beginning was a short film with me and Catherine, so I thought that had some sort of legs to it, as they say. But as we got going and it got weirder and weirder filming it, I was thinking, this is going to be a very niche audience. So I've been pleased with the response, yeah.
I mean, you are a role model for so many young writers and actors coming up in the industry, especially females. And of course, we all know nobody wants a biscuit just for being female, but it is difficult in the creative industries. Like, what advice would you give for an aspiring writer who happens to be a woman?
I mean, if that's the point, happens to be female, it's kind of irrelevant. I just think I never thought in those terms. I always thought, I want to say something, this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
And kind of just didn't really... one area of my life where I'm just like, that I don't care, this is what I'm going to... So I think that's the thing, and just follow your own thing, follow what you are interested in, what you want to say and communicate. And it's got to be something you really want to talk about, I think.
And when it comes to events like this, do you find that they give you quite good inspiration for your new material? Have you seen a few characters you can...
Yeah, although I'm enjoying seeing, is that Grayson Perry?
It is Grayson Perry.
Brilliant. And I saw some brilliant sort of drag queen people looking really cool. I don't know who they are. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if this gives me, it's more like sitting in Starbucks or something, gives me inspiration.
No, oat milk lattes, they are quite happening things, That could hopefully be the next the subject of your next series. Julia, thank you so very much. And congrats on your nomination tonight. And have a lovely BAFTA.
Thank you.
So I'm joined by Grayson Perry, who's nominated for Specialist Factual tonight. And you've just threw something on this evening, haven't you?
Yes, it only took me about 3 hours.
Did you have it planned? Did you know what you were going to wear? How long ago did you plan this amazing, stunning outfit?
Students make me outfit every year. They make me a whole wardrobe I run a course, and they make me dresses which I buy. And then I just sort of think, okay, that's a red carpet one, and that one, and so I hold those back. because the paparazzi sometimes, they can be a bit rude. They shout things like, "We've seen that one!"
They're ruthless, aren't they?
Yeah. You get, I mean, even if you're, wearing a dress twice, it doesn't count as recycling.
Tell us about these on your eyes. How are they stuck? Do you mind if I touch?
Yeah. You just go to Paper Chase and buy your.
Really?
Well, yeah. Then you stick them on with spirit gum.
Right. Okay. So tonight, when you've had a few drinks, you're going to be like,
No, it's fine. I'm pretty rigorous, actually. No matter how pissed I am, I'm always peel off my face jewels and my makeup.
And tell us about Rites of Passage. This shows you're quite passionate about this project.
Yeah, it was very emotional. Oh.
Already had it. It's all right. You're all right.
Very emotional because it was about, we were kind of people's most intimate and moving parts of their lives. Birth, death, coming of age, marriage. These were we staged a divorce ceremony. We made a living funeral for someone, and these were genuinely charged situations. So we had to really kind of be very sensitive to it. And also we're making a TV program, so I was crying a lot.
Yeah. Okay, and we're asking everybody this. Is there anything you've seen this year that's been a highlight for you? Any other television shows, any actors or actresses where you think they deserve a BAFTA?
What have I enjoyed this year? I mean, I really enjoyed Fleabag. I don't think that's up for a thing this time, though, is it? I mean, Killing Eve was good.
Oh, it's so good.
The Brostock that we're against was good.
I've watched it 3 times.
What, the Brostock? Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It won't win, though.
Do you not think?
Popular doesn't convert into quality.
Grace.
Things very different.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. You look stunning. Have a lovely evening.
Hello, Steve Pemberton. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm sure you're feeling a little bit happier than me because you're nominated for a BAFTA tonight. How does that feel?
I am very happy, yeah, but I'm also quite scared. I think anything where you're expected to speak in public is quite nerve-wracking. So it's a bit like a cross between a sort of wedding and, an award ceremony.
But it's interesting, isn't it? I find a lot of the time with actors, I think when it comes to becoming somebody else, that's no problem. But being yourself with around a lot of people, that can be quite scary.
It really is scary. I remember we won one for the League of Gentlemen. That was 20 years ago. My first son had just been born, so I watched it at home with my son, and I watched all my colleagues win the award, and I could be like, yes! And they had to be all cool and relaxed. So, we'll see what happens tonight. I think whatever happens, it's lovely to be nominated, and if I don't win, I've come joint second, so that's how I'm seeing it.
There you go. Look, now your son, he's 20 years old. He's not here, but his dad is here on the red carpet, nominated for Inside Number 9. You had to take on so many different, roles for that show. How did you approach that? How did you kind of split your psyche up to get all these characters in?
We've done it all our careers, really, from League of Gentlemen onwards, so we love just playing a multitude of characters, and it's like, what wig can we get? What costume can we get? And it's a real shame that my colleague Reece Shearsmith, who I do all the series with, hasn't been able to be nominated alongside me. So I'm here for both of us. But yeah, we love playing multiple characters. It's what you get into acting for, really.
And I need to talk to you about another character because you've just joined Britannia.
That's right. Yeah. I'm in the second series, playing the Emperor Claudius.
No small deal. What was it about that show that made you think, yeah, you know what, let me have a crack at this?
You know what it was? I'll tell you. I read the stage direction. He rides in on an elephant. I thought, that's it. I don't need to read the rest. I'm doing this. So he rides in. He's got piles. He's got a stutter. He's got Tourette's syndrome. And it's written by Jez Butterworth and Tom Butterworth and Dave Morrissey, who's a good friend of mine. So it was a real blast. Yeah.
One that you definitely couldn't say no to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, congratulations again for your nomination tonight, and hopefully you'll take one home. Thanks, Stu.
Oh, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Anton Deck, always a pleasure, never a chore. So lovely to have you two back reunited on the red carpet. Feels good to be here?
Yeah, it always does. We love Bafta. It's such a fun day. But yeah, it's nice to be back on the red carpet, isn't it?
It's nice to be back on the red carpet. Yes, lovely, thank you.
Now, when it comes to getting ready for these things, you two like to consult each other, you know, what black tie versus what black tie?
It's easy for men, isn't it? That's the thing. You know, it takes a very kind of funny-looking man to not look good in a tuxedo. Wouldn't you say so?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I said nothing. I said it. People love you guys so much, and you truly are, you know, part of British people's families, like on a weekly basis for years. Like, you know, people have really taken you in. What do you think is your secret?
Oh goodness me, I don't know. We've been around for a long time. We've been here for ages, so people are just used to us.
We're familiar.
It's like one of those. Yeah,
it's like a comfy settee. Yeah. You know what you're getting. I think
it's like a member of the family. Now, some people would say, you know, you can't choose your family, so we're just there. So yeah, people tolerate us, I think.
Always welcome for a cup around my house. Always.
Thank you.
Who are you looking forward to seeing take an award away tonight?
Oh, The Bodyguard. I love The Bodyguard. I thought it was fantastic television. I think that should win tonight.
Killing Eve's got to win at least one. That was amazing. So looking forward to seeing those girls and seeing what they do. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun night. I love doing it because we love telly. We love watching telly as well. So we love the BAFTAs because it's kind of the best of the best.
And final question, I have to ask, if you guys could have a cameo playing yourselves in either Killing Eve or The Bodyguard, because I know you played yourselves before in Love Actually, but that was film.
Yes.
This is TV we're talking. Killing Eve or The Bodyguard, what are you going for?
I'd go Killing Eve. It's just kind of seemed more fun. I mean, I know it's quite graphically violent, but it seems more fun. Violence. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm Killing Eve. I'm in Killing Eve. Is that an offer?
I mean, I'll have a chat with Jodie Comer and with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and we'll see what we can do.
That's a yes.
We're in it.
It's a yes, guys. You heard it here first. Anna and Deck are going to be the new series of Killing Eve. Have a beautiful BAFTA.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Play it cool, Jordan. Play it cool. Play it cool. OMG, we're only joined by Bobby from Queer Eye.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. You are looking dapper.
Thank you so much. You as well. I love the prints.
Oh my God, get that up. He just said that. Bobby just said I look good. Queer Eye has been a huge success on Netflix. I know you've probably been asked 1,000 times, but did you expect it to be so huge?
No, really none of us did. We're like, this will be fun for like 6 months, you know, and it's been a little bit longer than that. It's been great. We've been so blessed at how our fans have reacted to the show.
The second series was so good. There's going to be a third, I take?
The third came out months ago.
Oh, it was the third that's already been on.
Yeah.
I'm behind. My bad.
Oh, I think in April? Yeah.
And how long does it take to film? Because it looks like something that takes hours.
It takes about a week an episode.
Right.
So when we do 2 seasons, it takes us almost 6 months.
And who's your favourite from the Fab Five?
All of them.
Correct answer. Correct answer. You're presenting an award tonight. What's the award for?
For Best International, and then also for Best Live Event.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you planned what you're going to say?
Of course. Jane and I have it all planned out.
Yeah. And you probably don't, but I'll ask it anyway. Do you get to watch much British television?
You know what? Now with Netflix, yes, because Netflix has so much British television on it. You know, Killing Eve.
So good. So good.
I get to sit next to her.
No, you don't.
And I'm dying.
Are you sat next to her tonight?
Yes.
What about?
And I'm gay, and I'm still like, oh. It's so beautiful.
What about? Have you heard of The Bodyguard that everybody's talking?
Of course. I'm sitting right next to Keely as well.
Oh, really?
Right smack in the middle.
But not Richard Madden.
And the Best Actress sandwich.
What about Richard Madden? Have you met him before? He's the guy, the main guy in The Bodyguard. He is.
Oh, God, yes.
Stunning. The hot one. The hot one. Yeah. So you're looking forward to this evening?
I am. It's my first time here at the BAFTAs. It should be great.
Well, enjoy your evening. Thank you for coming and speaking to us today. You look absolutely amazing. Enjoy it.
Peter Mullen, Leslie Manville, let's talk about Mum. Congratulations to both of you, both nominated for lead actor, respectively male and female. How does it feel to be here?
It's lovely, it's great, it's very exciting seeing people off the telly and stuff. It's great.
Do you know what? That is really what it's all about, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, it's you off the telly. Do you still get a bit starstruck at these type of events?
Oh God, yeah, of course we do. I mean, you just said I've just seen Lorraine Kelly or something.
Lorraine's a big deal.
Actually, it was Kirsty Wark. Do you know what I mean?
Kirsty, sorry. Sorry.
But you know what? Both important and you know, very impressive people to to look at on a red carpet. But enough about them. Let's talk more about you guys. Kathy, what a character! What is it about this woman that you just love to play so much?
Oh well, she's not like me. She's much nicer. She's much more patient and non-judgmental than I am. But you know, it's a lovely middle-aged love story. about two people very slowly over the 3 series finding each other and finding that they, love each other and dealing with all the hurdles of that along the way, mostly to do with family and other people.
Well, I think the great thing about Mum is that it kind of almost shows that no matter what age you are, everyone is still sort of dealing with, I guess, those traumas of like first love, even from when you're like 15 or 16, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. That never goes away. The terrors of love never leave you.
I think Mum should be compulsory viewing for all 15 and 16-year-olds to say, yes, 60-year-olds do fall in love, can fall in love, do get all butterflies and teenagery and behave like they're children again, and because that feeling is a fundamental feeling and it never changes.
And you show that beautifully in the work that you guys do. So tonight you are both nominated. As friends or as more as rivals, what's the feeling between you two at the moment?
She's going to win.
I have to put you on the spot. We're on the red carpet.
There's a big. We are quite a unique cast, aren't we? I mean, there is a lot of love floating around in the cast. So you don't try and start a war because we won't be picking up our batons.
It really is a lot of love. There is a lot of love in the room.
Oh yeah, big time.
Well, look, congratulations to both of you on your nominations, and I hope you both win. How about that?
Yeah.
There's a diplomat.
Thank you very much. Not there for me. Marvin!
Hi. How are you?
Yes.
Martin Compson, arguably one of the most recognisable faces on British TV right now. How is life in general? Because we need to talk about Line of Duty. What a wow!
Yeah, I mean, it's a wee bit crazy. I'm absolutely chuffed with the response. I'm delighted it's over. But yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, we've had this very loyal fan base since Series 1 who have sort of stayed with us, and yeah, it's just got bigger and bigger, and yeah, I'm kind of glad that people have stayed with us.
And when it comes to returning to a show like that, like you did, I mean, does it feel like home? Does it feel like coming to school for the first time?
That is the one thing, like, as long as I'm working with Vicky and Adrian every year, I'm happy. You know what I mean? They're like two of my best friends, and then we've got Stephen Graham and Tandy Newton and Danny Mays and Lenny James, Keely Hawes, all these amazing actors who come in every year. So that's the amazing thing. That's the big part of the show, the formula of the show is we have these amazing guest stars who are basically, they come in as the lead. I'm chuffed to be a part of it.
And I know as well as TV, you branch out into film. You are a respected film actor, The Aftermath, Mary Queen, The Scots. What is it about the medium of film that you enjoy so much as well as telly?
I think with film, it's because you've got to leave everything on the floor there, because you know it's done. So you're not going to get another crack at it. Whereas with this, as long as Jed doesn't kill me off, you feel like you know you're going to be coming back. But with the film, you know you've only got this one shot after, and there's something really exciting about that as an actor. There is something, I mean, especially like theatre actors, which is a discipline I've not mastered of, because it's a different thing every night, but you're doing the same thing and making it come alive, whereas film, it really excites me coming knowing this is the one shot.
And when you're on your sofa at home, chilling out, what TV are you obsessed with? What do you think makes the UK such a great TV nation? We're asking everyone tonight.
It's a really exciting time right now. I think in general, TV's really caught up with film. I think the standard of writing has been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be rooting for Bodyguard a bit, I suppose, with all the lads, all the World Productions crew. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a really exciting thing to be part of at the minute, and it's. Yeah, I'm glad I'm involved in it.
Right on, and good luck and have fun giving out your award tonight.
Oh, thank you, I'll do my best.
Well, look at this. It's only the brains behind the brilliant Black Mirror. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the BAFTAs. Tell us about Bandersnatch then. It got quite a great response, to be fair, didn't it?
Oh, thank you. I think it did. It was awful to make. I shouldn't lead with that. That's a very depressing
Don't
thing
lead
to say.
on that. Don't
It
lead
was
on
horrible
it.
to me.
To make. Honestly,
terrible.
It was a joy. We were crying with laughter most days, weren't we?
I mean, it was complicated to watch at times, but to make, just tell us, like, how many weeks was it?
years.
Really?
Yeah, it did. From the initial, from the development stage.
I suppose it was, yeah.
To the final painful birth. It was.
I lost some sense of time, yeah.
Filming-wise, how long did it take?
2 months, 2.5 months.
That's quite a long time.
Quite a long time. Yeah.
It was like doing a whole season of the show, basically, in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just saying how pleased we were that people had an emotional engagement with it. There's that worry when you do an interactive film that it's, it becomes that the interactive distances you and you feel removed from the story. But I think the fact that we're here tonight for Best Single Drama sort of says people really cared, and actually the interactivity made people feel more complicit and more wretched as a result.
Did you feel the pressure, Charlie, because the series is so big, when you come to write it, do you feel like, is there a lot of pressure there now?
Yeah, but mainly, I think, like with any writing, really the pressure is the voice in your own head telling you that you're rubbish anyway. And so a tight deadline is always a great sharpener. Gets you over the sort of screaming voice in your brain telling you to not bother or that you're rubbish.
Brilliant. Guys, enjoy tonight. Thanks so much for speaking to us.
Stephen Graham, on your third Bafta nomination here tonight, how's that feel?
It's not too bad, Clara. Not too bad. I won't win, but, I suppose it's nice to be nominated again.
You got to be in it to win it, and you never know, man.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm not. Do you know what? I wasn't really expecting it. You never do these things, so it's very nice to be nominated. But I never think I'm going to win.
But you strike me as an actor who isn't somebody that lives for the awards. They seem like they're a lovely thing to receive, but they don't seem like it's like, oh my gosh.
Am I that obvious, Clara? Sorry.
That's not a bad. It's not a bad thing.
No, yeah, you know what I mean. It's all subjective, isn't it, basically? Do you know what I mean? It's 4 people in a room, and whatever choice they make is what a choice is. But it's not footy, so there's not really a winner with art, I don't think, personally.
Yeah, no, I get that. As an actor, how has your audience changed over the years? Do you think? You've played so many different types of roles. You played somebody on the wrong and right side of the law. How have your audience moved with you? Do you think?
I think with Line of Duty, it's kind of gone a little bit. Yeah, I mean, my demographics really changed. Like, there was a cab driver jumped out the other day and ran over and went, "Oh, what, mate, Line of Duty." Lovely fella, black fella, really nice. Then the next minute, this little older, about 62-year-old Indian woman was like, I thought you were fantastic in Line of Duty, really good. And then this really posh white woman just came over and said, I really enjoyed Line of Duty. I thought it was fantastic. So I suppose that's full. I've got right across the board there, haven't I?
But I guess that's the fantastic thing about TV. You never know who's watching.
Of course, yeah, and it's it's a great position to be in.
And as a viewer, what do you think makes the UK such a great TV nation? Like, what are you obsessed with at the moment? If you ever have time to watch telly.
I don't really have that much time. Killing Eve for me though is the nuts, and Jodie's amazing. Just the same as the really good stuff like The Sopranos and things like that. I think when we do it properly and honestly and with integrity, it's fantastic, and it's great that there's so much good stuff because there's a lot of people that need to work. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now you're giving out awards tonight with your old mate Martin Compson. Have you, rehearsed how you're going to give out the award? Have you got any gags in the pot, or are you just going to go for it?
No. We just went to rehearsals then, but we shouldn't have because it was atrocious. It was terrible. I forgot what I was supposed to say and everything. I think I'm supposed to say. I thought, okay, now I remember.
Do you know what? As long as you say, and the winner is, I think you're going to be all right.
Yeah, but they give us this little bleep to say before, and it's kind of like, okay, all right, yeah. But no, it should be fun.
Do you know what? Something tells me you're going to be all right.
I hope so.
Well, look, it was lovely to chat to you and have an amazing Bafta.
Cheers, love. Thank you very much.
It's lovely to meet you, and take care.
Can I see a bit of leg? A little bit of leg.
Stars of Sex Education, Emma Mackey, hello.
Hello.
Shooty Magua, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the red carpet at the Bafta. Is this your very first Bafta?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yep. It's a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling nervous.
Excitement.
But
excitement and happiness. We're very happy.
The way that you guys' lives have changed as actors has been quite ridiculous over the past few months. Sex education, what a wow. That's the only thing I can say.
It's a wow.
It is a wow.
It's a wow something, to be honest with you.
Talk to me about what you think it is about your characters that people love so much.
I think what people like about Eric is that he's very generous, he's full of light, and he cares about people so much, and he's just like, you just want to be friends with him, and I think people relate to him, and he's just got a good heart, you know, and I think that's what people like about Eric Effiong.
Yeah, I'll take that. I think people love about Maeve that she's so fearless, she's unashamedly herself, and I think that like kind of encapsulates the feeling of the show as well, and it encourages people to be fearless and themselves, and I think people identify with that. I definitely felt empowered by watching Maeve on the show, so it was good.
Is Sex Education the TV show that you guys wished you had as teens?
Yes.
Yeah, and my family, we've spoken about it before, but my family, my grandparents say to me, I wish this show had existed, which I think is so amazing, and it's a testament to how a show can be fun and entertaining, but also actually useful and help people, and as a tool, I think that's amazing. So
literally educational.
Yeah, exactly.
There we have it.
Now, when it comes to come and see things, I mean, we established you guys are a little bit starstruck and a bit like, ah! Is there anybody any acting heroes that are going to be here tonight that you can't wait to meet or at least just stare at?
Oh my God, everyone. I think I'm going to be staring at everyone. I'm staring at you, Clara. I'm staring at everyone looks amazing.
Yeah.
Graham Norton's over there, fam. It's a lot is going on.
It's a little bit exciting.
Yeah, everyone.
Well, look, congratulations for the success of Sex Education, and we can't wait for the next series. I know people keep asking you what's going on, so I'm going to be another person to ask you what's going on. What's going on?
We're filming. We've started filming, and that is it. That is all we can tell you for now.
All right, but season 2 is imminent.
Yeah. It's coming.
Lovely. Shooty, Emma, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, look who we have. It's Matt and Luke. Sorry. Well, look who we have. It's Matt and Luke from Bros. Just, guys, when the laughter stops. Sorry, when the screaming stops. Let me start again. Well, look who we have. It's Matt and Luke from Bros. Guys, tell us about the documentary.
We're just really honoured that everybody really seemed to love it. It just took a life of its own, so it's just nice to be home really and be at the Baftas. It's such an honour, really.
Luke, was you expecting it to be so huge? The reaction it got?
I don't think in my wildest dreams I thought we'd end up here, but I'm not mad about it. It's a like Matt said, it's a great honour. It's a massive achievement for everybody.
We are proud of the film, proud of Fullwell, proud of the BBC. It's just, as I say, it's taken on a life of its own, but it really is, what you see on that film is the truth. The music and the entertainment industry is very tough and tumultuous, and I think that we just wanted it to be a true representation of the truth, really.
And also, the fact that BAFTA, it shows, they have such a diverse taste, and the fact that we have a nomination is just a wonderful validation,
Just let's take it back to Christmas, because I remember it was like that limbo week between Christmas and New Year, and I remember just seeing everybody tweeting about it, and I watched it, and then I watched it again a couple of days later, and I've watched it again recently. How was it for you when you realised the reaction?
We were in America, so we were our Twitter was going nuts, wasn't it? Our social media was going nuts, so it was kind of surreal watching our life being spoken about in another country. Right?
Yeah, and also it kind of snowballed. It kept growing and growing and growing, and obviously we're releasing in the United States in 2 weeks. So it's so far and continuing to be a real journey in our lives, at this point.
So all those fans that's seen the show, are we going to be seeing a lot more of you over the next year or so?
We're talking right now about the next film. We're excited about it, and so I'm not going to say more than that really, but we're definitely in talks about a new film.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very different type of movie, but we've set a standard. We'd like to maybe supersede it if we possibly can.
It was a great show. I wish you all the best of luck tonight. You both look absolutely dapper, and by the way, they smell amazing. They smell amazing, which I didn't mean to sound weird, but you do. You both sound best smelling celebrities of the night so far. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you.
James Norton. Like many people tonight, you are definitely not a part-timer. You are an actor by day, but an award presenter tonight.
I am an award presenter. I said award presenter. That is a whole other job.
An award presenter. He's not K.A.D., guys. He's not the second coming. He's an actor.
No, my life is not as serious as that. Yeah, I'm presenting the best drama category, so that's quite a privilege, I have to say.
Absolutely. Now, you've been on the BAFTA panel in the past. How difficult is it to kind of sift through so much great material?
I mean, again, it's a kind of privilege to sit. It's a lovely little thing to have to sit down and watch an amazing amount of high-quality drama.
Yeah.
But it's always subjective, so it's that slightly difficult thing about putting drama into a specific objective category. But it's not the worst chore in the world, I have to say, to sift through it all.
I mean, yeah, there's worse things you could be doing than watching people being really talented and great at what they do.
Exactly, yeah.
Which leads me smoothly to you. Look, you've had a really, really busy year, and it's going to continue to be so. Are there any dream roles that you've kind of got your eye on at the moment? Is there anything else that you still want to play that's going to challenge you?
Wow, that's an interesting question. It's funny, that question. The roles which you love the most are often the ones which come completely out coming by surprise. Earlier this year I played Stephen Ward, who from the Parfumo scandal, and I had never anticipated playing that man. He was a bit older than me and someone who I didn't know much about, and it turned out to be an absolute dream. So there are a few things I have quietly bubbling away in development myself, but yeah, it's the surprises, the jewels, the gems.
He's being coy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, no, I guess the good sample of every actor. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when it comes to tonight, besides giving out an award, look, you're going to be seeing lots of your old friends. Is there anybody that you're most looking forward to seeing at the after parties?
My gosh, I don't know who's here. I just had a little wave from Graham Norton, which was lovely.
Norton to Norton, actually.
Norton to Norton, yeah. I know, I've met him a few times up there, actually. He's often, and a sweet man, but I'm not sure I can count him as a friend. An old relative, old uncle Graham.
There we go.
Less of the old, and seasoned, yeah, exactly, experience. Who am I looking forward to seeing? I don't know who's here. I have to wait and see. I mean, you probably know better than me.
I guess with that said, I should just let you get onto the red carpet.
Go grab
you get mingling, get preparing for that big award presentation.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much, man.
Cheers.
Nice to see you. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, hello.
Hi.
Andrew Scott, hello.
Hello there, how are you?
Reunited beautifully on this red carpet, and it feels so good. I need to talk to you about so many things. I know we've only got a little bit of time, so let's get to it. Fleabag, everybody is obsessed with this TV show. When you were writing it, did you have an inkling that people would take to your character as much as they did?
Oh my God, I hope so, because I relate to her way too much for that not to have been the case. I would have been like, oh God, I'm really alone. No, I think the hope is always there that they will. So it was a huge relief and joy when they did. Yeah.
She's such a fantastic character, and she's so fearless, and there is no filter there. How fun is it to play her from the pen?
Oh, it's really, really cathartic. It's quite hard not to bring that into your real life. To remember those things are only meant for a camera, and they're not meant for real life. So it's great.
That's it. And Andrew, how did you feel kind of stepping into an already established show from the second series?
I was incredibly excited, and then I was very disappointed. No, it's been absolutely extraordinary, and this is the first time we've seen each other since the show has aired, because Phoebe's been in New York and I was away for a little while as well. So this is our reunion. So it's brilliant to do it.
It's been really fun, kind of seeing people out of character, like just getting on, having a nice time tonight.
yeah. It's all for the cameras.
No tragic love story, no drama. Oh, what, do you hate each other? Is that exclusive? Oh my goodness. No, only joking. That's Showbiz Kids. But look, you are nominated tonight, so congratulations for those. And are you the type of person that kind of preempts the speech, perhaps, or are you just going to go with the flow and see what happens?
I really remember the important people to thank, and then the rest of it, I don't know. I just feel like you just got to read the room a bit.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, but you don't want to tempt fate too much either. I've got my thank you list, just in case.
We like a gracious actor, / screenwriter / producer / everything. Exactly. Andrew, when it comes to watching TV, we're asking everybody tonight, what makes the UK such a great TV nation? What is it about the medium of TV that you love the most as an actor and as a viewer?
I think it's the writing, genuinely. I think it's the sort of very strong autograph that some of our writers have. I think maybe because there's a tradition of theatre here, we're just great storytellers, and this year has been unbelievable. Killing Eve and Save Me is another amazing show that I saw, and Very English Scandal, and just so many brilliant shows this year. Yeah.
And you, Phoebe?
Yes, exactly the same. I think I just love that, you know, you can sit with it for a while. You can hang out with characters for longer with TV, so you can really get under people's skin and they get under yours. And I think this year does seem like unbelievably like strong for characters. I feel like I'm in love with so many of the characters that we're going to see already, and I'm really, I mean, obviously I'm rooting for Jodie.
Well, of course.
But what an amazing bunch we've got up there.
Well, congratulations on your success and all your nominations, and hopefully we'll see you up there on the stage grabbing one of those Baftas.
Well, look who it is. It's Ruth Wilson, and you are nominated for loads of things tonight on the show, Mrs. Wilson.
Yeah, the show's nominated, which is great. I'm nominated, and Keely Hawes is nominated as well.
And I'm asking everybody here, have you got a speech prepared?
I vaguely thought of something. I haven't got anything written down. So we'll see. I don't know. I sort of part hope I don't win, so I don't have to say anything.
Will you Olivia Colman it, you think, if you maybe...
Make something up and like, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, probably. We'll see what happens.
A lot of people have been talking about how great this year has been for British television. Has there been any personal highlights for you?
Yeah, look, I loved English Scandal, Killing Eve. I mean, all of them. Patrick Melrose is great drama that's out there at the moment. Oh, I love The Bodyguard. I was addicted to The Bodyguard. So we're producing really great stuff that's also travelling over to the US as well and making inroads there, which is great. So
It's funny you say that. I was speaking to Bobby from, I don't know if have you seen Queer Eye on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen it.
You've got to watch it, so good. But
it's
he was saying the same thing. He was like, he's watching all these British shows on Netflix, and he was saying Killing Eve, Bodyguard, everything like that. So you look amazing tonight. Is there anybody you've seen tonight and you thought, she looks lovely?
No, Bros. I was like, what? Two very tan-looking men walked past. I was like, who are they? And it's Bros, heroes of my childhood.
I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but like, just go up to them as well. And I said this on camera. They smell amazing.
Do they? What else?
I don't know. And this is why,
perfume.
I kept getting close and going, yeah, like that. It was.
Go sniff them and see what they smell like.
You go and give Bros a sniff. Thank you very much for speaking to us tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am in a Whovian sandwich right now. Hello, Team Doctor Who. Hi. Jodie Whittaker, congratulations on taking this character and absolutely running with it. And you guys' nomination for tonight, for the must-see moment. How important was it for you to bring that Rosa Parks story to the screen with your characters?
I think it was for us as an episode to shoot, it was incredible. We had some phenomenal actors to work with. Vinette Robinson, who played Rosa. The script by Mallory Blackman was beautiful, and I think for all of us as an experience, when you were shooting it, you knew it was special, but then to see the final edit with Mark Tonderai as the director, it was incredible. And I think the song he chose at the end was so perfect. And obviously for us, we don't see that till it goes out. So I was like, oh, it was amazing.
Were you all huddled around with your families on the sofa the night that episode came out? Are you an act now, watch later kind of gang?
No, I definitely watched every episode. Not with my family, but with my friends. But I definitely watched it, and I don't do that for any other show. But because, like Jodie said, we don't know what it looks like. Yeah. It's a completely different show to what you're filming by the time it's got all the SFX on. Yeah. So I've got my popcorn and everything.
Right on. Mandy Fantosin, the material you guys had to deal with in this episode was so important and spoke so much truth. So you know what's going on in the UK and the world like right now. How much responsibility did you feel with the material you were given as actors for that episode?
Yeah, you just got to tell the truth, tell the story, and hopefully it resonates with everyone else, and hopefully it affects and provokes thought, and that's what we try to do, so, yeah.
I think, like you said, it does relate to us, so you have a sense of responsibility, but actually it's your truth. The material is so real to me that there weren't that much pressure, because it was a real feeling.
Right on. Bradley, the family atmosphere between you guys is so lovely. It's that was, do you know what? That was...
They call me Dad, so I've got 3 children, right? And Jodie always says, "Which one's your favourite?" None of them, they're all my favourites. I love them all. I love them. I love them all. And in terms of the Rosa Parks episode, it was very, very moving. I was so proud to be part of it and proud to be a part of this team on it as well.
And you guys have been nominated for this must-see moment, which is so very special. How are you going to celebrate tonight if you win?
Pop bottles. No, I'm joking.
Pop bottles! But that's what the Baftas is for. There is a lot of champagne around that we would not judge you for that. But guys, once again, congratulations on this nomination.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Where'd you get quite happy photo?
Keely Hawes. It's lovely to have you here. Congratulations on your nomination.
It's lovely to be here. Yeah, it's still a bit of a surprise.
I mean, The Bodyguard was quite the phenomenon, like one of the most, actually the most watched show on TV in 2018. I mean, you laugh at that statistic like it's not real, but it really is. How does that make you feel hearing that?
Well, it was just fantastic. You know, the reaction to the whole show, and Richard and I had such a lovely time on it together, so it was really nice that everybody enjoyed it, you know, as much as we did making it.
I mean, the landscape of TV is ever evolving, ever changing, as we know, and it's so fantastic to see women just take roles that they were meant to play just because they're good actors, full stop. But what do you think about the shift when it comes to the roles that you've been offered over like the past few years? Have you noticed a change?
I have noticed a change. Yeah, I think we all have. I mean, in terms of content, so much more is being made, and so much is being made with women in mind, you know, specifically for actresses, and great parts, you know, and hugely successful shows, which go to show, you know, that's what people want.
This is it. It evidently works.
Evidently. Yeah. Funny that. Yeah.
Listen to women, employ women to do great things. Keely, thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Have a
night.
lovely evening.
Nominated for Factual Series tonight, it's Louis Theroux. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You're looking really nice.
Thank you. Nice to hear that. You're looking amazing.
Get out of town. So it's been 18 years since your last Bafta with Weird Weekends.
I know. Did you do the research? I mean, it's a long time, isn't it?
That was the year
Quite a long dry spell.
Yeah. Does it feel like TV has changed in 18 years since your last Bafta?
Yeah, it's changed quite a lot, I think. But then in other ways, it stayed the same. I've changed. You know, times move on. Back then, it was I was doing Weird Weekends, and when Louis met, and I was sort of more of a, I suppose, trying to have fun with people.
Yeah.
And now it's more serious stuff. And the TV landscape in general has proliferated. It's all, it's live, it's streaming, it's things like Netflix, as well as the BBC, of course. So everything's in flux now, but I think it's exciting.
So you think that's for the better, not for the worse?
Yeah, they call it a golden age of TV. So, and I tend to agree. I think probably now there's so many platforms that you can find almost anything.
Is there anything that you've watched this year that's been a highlight for you? Any documentaries, any TV shows?
Well, I'm always a little bit behind on stuff. So I was catching up on Wild Wild Country. Did you see that on Netflix?
I didn't.
Yeah, it was an amazing series about a cult in America. And then I was catching up with a show called Transparent on Amazon, which is amazing. So those were two. And then on the BBC recently, a series about the Yorkshire Ripper. I've been watching.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, really found that powerful.
An eye-opener.
Yeah, absolutely.
About the misogyny in the 70s.
Yeah, and unlike some crime series can be sensationalistic, but the filmmaker brought a more sort of forensic and, as you say, a sort of enlightened approach with respect to women's issues.
I totally agree. Are you used to these sort of things? I know you've been in the business a few years now, but are you still, do you enjoy them?
I say I'm not used to them in the sense, at most it happens once a year, and usually it's less than that. The last time I was at the Baftas was at least 3 years ago, and so it's always exciting and a bit nerve-wracking because you know that you're thinking about whether or not you're going to win and whether you're, going to have to say something on stage and all that stuff.
Louis, thank you so much. Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Steve Coogan, hello.
Hello.
It's lovely to have you here at the Baftas.
Lovely to be here.
And have to say congratulations, or I'd say welcome back to Alan Partridge. This character who you created so many years ago was welcomed back with aplomb this year. How did it make you feel to have him so well received?
Relieved. When you've been away. Well, I've been away from the BBC for a very long time, so when you bring something back, you're always a bit anxious about how it's going to go down. And but we worked hard, and people laughed, and they liked it. So, phew. So yeah, very happy.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon, no.
We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll bring him back. Go and do something else. Bring Alan back. Go and do something else. Bring Alan back. That's what I do these
You
days.
know what? Respect, because I think you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want Alan overkill.
You wouldn't want Alan overkill, no. But I don't want to say goodbye to him either. He's sort of like he's like an annoying relative who you kind of like to see every so often, but you wouldn't want to live with them.
Yeah, I get that. Not about Alan Park, just about my own relatives, to be fair. Now you're going to be working with Michael Winterbottom. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, I just did a film with him and in Greece, which is I don't know when it's coming out, but that was about the super rich and how exploitative they can be. And I know, yeah, what a surprise. And now I'm going to doing another trip with Rob Brydon in Greece next month. So.
Oh, fantastic! I mean, how fun is it just to work with a trusted friend?
Well, the trip. We've done 3 of them. This is our 4th, so it's actually rather nice now because you sort of look forward to it, and we sort of know what we're doing, and we know how to do it. So it's so it'll be like a sort of a paid holiday, really. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody hates that. I mean, as an actor and I guess, but as a viewer, more importantly, what is it that you think makes the UK such a great TV nation? What brings you back to TV?
Well, I mean, I think it's a very interesting time in TV at the moment. A lot of interesting drama being made, and of course BBC. I've got a great affection for the BBC in particular because I grew up with that. That was my education in a way. Before social media, that was how we. Oh, there's Rob Brydon. He's here. I'll have to say hello to him.
You don't have to.
No, that's true. I don't actually. So it is an exciting time, and for me to bring Alan back to the BBC, it felt right because that's it's where all the comedy that influenced me and influenced people before that all came through the channel. So it was nice to be on BBC One, and yeah.
Well, nice to have you back, and don't leave us, please.
I'll be around a while yet, I think. Yeah.
Cheers, Danny, you're a star. Love you, Dad.
Bless you, baby.
Charlotte! 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 Charlotte!
I mean, I feel like the word legend is just thrown about willy-nilly these days, but we do have a TV legend here with us on the Bafta red carpet. Kelsey Grammer, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you finding London? You're currently in the West End at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I really love London. I did a play here about 2 years ago and then came back for this one. It's been really nice, nicely received. Audiences are great. So.
You're looking very dapper tonight, I must say, as well.
Thank you very much.
Is it a clip-on tie, or have you done it yourself?
It is actually a clip-on tie. It's too much tie to tie, actually. I bemoan the fact, though, because I actually can tie one. So I said to my wife tonight, I said, I need to get a real tie for this.
I don't blame it. Mine's clip-on as well. Tell us why you're here tonight. You're giving out an award.
I don't know. They didn't tell me yet.
Oh, I can tell you. You are giving an award for Best Scripted Comedy.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
Well, that makes sense, I suppose.
That's you there.
I hope it's early in the show.
That's scripted comedy. That's why you're here tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to ask you about the rumours. There's going to be a new series of Frasier. Is it going to happen, do you think?
Well, it's certainly poised to happen. We'll see what happens. Nobody's actually signed a check yet, so that's the big thing. But we've been exploring a few ideas, and I think we've narrowed it down. We're in pretty good shape.
Okay, brilliant. It's literally like speaking to Sideshow Bob. It's fantastic. It really is. Have a lovely evening. Up for his 8th nomination, his 8th BAFTA tonight, Benedict Cumberbatch. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you for having me again.
Speaking of Patrick Melrose, this must have been a very complicated character to play.
It was, but made all the easier by a superlative, now award-winning adaptation from a superlative and award-winning series of novels. So I mean, when you've got novels to work with as a blueprint for character, you can't ask for any more. And also Teddy himself, who is incredibly helpful, whose life it pretty much parallels as a story. So yeah, it was complicated, but not half as complicated as it was for him to live it. So.
Had you read the novels before?
I had, yeah, no, I had. I weirdly said on a forum, a Reddit forum, I was asked if I had a bucket list. I went, not really, but there's one classical role I'd really like to play, Hamlet, and I'm reading this series of books, which I'm just blown away by. And so that's how it came about. And luckily I was the right guy at the right time because there were 2 scripts already in the works that David Nichols had written, and Rachel Horowitz and Michael Jackson, who produced it, had already started the ball rolling. So when they heard I was interested, we kind of met and talked about it. And
Does this? Do you get used to this? People shouting your name?
No, I'm shaking. It's weird. It's very odd, and it's embarrassing because you can't do everything for everybody. It's very hard to see who's more worthwhile as far as autograph hunters go, or who. So I try to look for someone who looks like they might have stayed up all night or is getting crushed, and try to give them something that they've waited for. But it's crazy.
In case you can't hear on the mic, there is loads of people behind us screaming.
They're being reasonably well behaved. Before, when I've had this interview, they just go, better.
They can be quite boisterous.
I said it, and now they're starting. They're starting already.
This is what they're calling at the moment the golden era for television. Are you proud of British television at the moment?
Very.
Is there any programmes you've seen that you're loving? Any documentary series?
Killing Eve, Fleabag, a lot of American stuff as well. I've just been catching up with Succession, which is fantastic, and stars a brilliant Brit, Matthew McFadden, who's an old friend of mine, and Keely's husband. Bodyguard, mentioning Keely. Anything that Fiona Shaw's in, who's behind me. No, we're going through a great period of domestic golden age television, I think. But it's been, to be honest, I've been at these awards a few times now, as you said, and it's always an astonishing crop that we bring to the top. Doesn't make any sense what I just said. You know what I mean? The best of what we do is fantastic. It's world class. So I feel like it's a golden age that's been going on for a while. Very, very proud of what everyone's achieved here tonight. You know.
Most importantly, did you watch the Bros documentary?
I did actually watch the end of it. I came back after being out, and my wife, who was obsessed with them as a teenager,
really
very excited to meet them. Yeah, so she's gonna hate me for saying that.
Benedict, thank you very much. Have a good evening. Good luck. Well, look who we have. It's the guys, the brains, and the stars of Killing Eve. Hello.
Hello.
Just to let you know, Jodie, that Benedict Cumberbatch was the last person I spoke to. Massive fan of Killing Eve.
I literally just met him in the lift before, and I was really overwhelmed by that.
Aww.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. People in the lift.
I know. It's becoming a thing.
Did you expect the series to be so huge? Like the reaction it's got, people are loving it.
Yes.
Did you? You were that confident in it?
Well, when we all read it, I think we were all very excited about it. I don't know whether anybody could have expected it to be quite as huge as it is, it was just thrilling when it took off. But I think we all knew it was very good.
We all knew it was special, but I think we all thought it was going to slightly fly in under the radar, and there may be a few passionate fans, but we didn't realise quite how big it was going to get.
6 awards tonight. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
It's amazing. Yeah, nominations.
Sorry, cut that out. Nominations. 6 nominations.
Maybe you know something that we don't.
No, I have no inside knowledge. Sorry, 6 nominations tonight. So have you got your speeches planned? Have you got anything prepared in case you go up?
Such a bad taste thing to do. We'll see how the evening takes us all, aren't we?
Full A4 pad in my dress.
Jodie's going to thank me a lot, and I'll accept that.
Jodie, it's been a huge year for you. We've seen you on Graham Norton recently as well. Does it all still seem a bit surreal?
Yes, absolutely. I'm still pinching myself, but it's been an incredible year, and that's why I'm so glad to be here and just celebrate with everyone. It's really special.
Did you get this a lot? I was watching you on Graham Norton when you was on a few weeks ago, and my housemate went, "Oh my God, she's a Scouser." I wasn't expecting that. Did you get that a lot?
Yeah, I do. Although I feel like it's very known now that I am a Scouser, so now it's even more pressure to keep up the accent and keep up the work. Yeah.
I've got to ask you, a red or a blue?
Blue.
Oh, she's a blue. She's a blue.
Through and through.
Is there any programmes that you've seen this year that you've been big fans of? A lot of people talking about Bros, a lot of people, the Bros documentary, Killing Eve, Patrick Melrose, anything you've seen that...
Melrose and Bros, actually. They're both brilliant, but Melrose blew my mind. I thought it was...
It was fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for speaking to us. Good luck with the 6 nominations tonight. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
the flash bulbs are dying down, and the last of tonight's guests are updating their Insta stories frantically inside a resplendent Royal Festival Hall.
Splendid Royal Festival Hall. The golden envelopes are sealed. They are waiting backstage, and as 2018 saw not only an unbelievable amount of television, including England winning a penalty shootout, which proves absolutely anything can happen, make sure you check out BBC One at 8 o'clock tonight for all of the main action on what we can say is going to be the most anticipated night in the TV calendar.
That's right, you can also follow all the winners and live reactions, plus yours truly, is going to be doing all the backstage interviews on Bafta's social channels.
I, for one, can't wait. I can't wait now to find out who the winners are and who's going to be gracing the stage, but before that, I've had an idea.
Go on in.
I reckon, Clara, we get a glass of something fizzy.
That is a wonderful idea. Look, all the excitement, all the talking has got me thirsty, so let's do it.
Correct answer. 2 pints of Foster's. That's it from us. We'll leave you with some highlights from an absolutely cracking red carpet.
See you later.
Bye.